What happens to a democracy when the facts themselves begin to vanish? Right now, beneath the noise of daily political headlines, the federal government is executing a quiet, systematic campaign to alter public memory. Decades of taxpayer funded data, consumer protection guides, and historical legal records are being deleted from government websites overnight. It's what independent researchers are calling a literal delete the evidence strategy, from the Department of Justice erasing its own press releases to consumer watchdogs wiping out safety guides. The administration is controlling the narrative by memory holing the facts. Today, we're looking at the receipts. We're breaking down a stunning new report from the Center for Economic and Policy Research to show you exactly what has been deleted, why it matters, and the terrifying real world fallout for everyday Americans. Let's start with the most explosive finding in the CEPR report: the rewriting of legal history. According to the investigative findings verified by CBS News, the Department of Justice has been systematically purging archived press releases, criminal charges, convictions, and sentencing documents related to the January 6th Capitol attack. Specifically, the DOJ has removed public releases detailing the convictions of far right extremist groups like the Proud Boys. Now, why would a Department of Justice erase its own legal victories? Because it perfectly aligns with this administration's broader political goals. Remember, the White House has been pushing for a highly controversial $1.7 billion taxpayer-funded slush fund to compensate January 6th defendants, claiming that they were politically persecuted. But by scrubbing the actual criminal records, the details of the violence, and the judge's rulings from the public eye, they can spin a completely new, sanitized version of history just to justify those pardons and payouts. If the public can't read the original charges, the crimes effectively cease to exist. But this isn't about partisan politics. It's a direct hit to your wallet. Let's look at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, or the CFPB. This is the independent watchdog created after the 2008 financial crisis to protect everyday citizens from predatory banks and scammers. The administration has made no secret that they want to dismantle it, with tech allies like Elon Musk openly vowing to delete the agency entirely. But since they face ongoing legal battles to shut it down completely, they've decided to simply disappear its work. A news investigation by NOTUS revealed that the CFPB has quietly wiped away roughly 1,700 website pages. This included historical press releases, speeches, and crucially, consumer advisories published before February 2025. These weren't political documents. These were step by step public resources designed to help ordinary Americans navigate predatory medical debt collection, identify illegal credit card junk fees, and avoid banking scams. The agency hasn't replaced them, they just left a void. The administration calls this deregulation and streamlining. But when you delete the warnings, the only people who win are the predatory corporations and financial scammers who want to keep consumers in the dark. If this was just happening at the DOJ and the CFPB, it would be alarming. But when you step back, you realize it is a coordinated, whole of government approach to eviscerate public facts. Look at what else has been quietly targeted over the past year. At the EPA, roughly 80 pages regarding the climate crisis were stripped, including the targeted removal of the words human caused from online climate change resources. And at the USDA, long-standing critical public data sets tracking American food insecurity and hunger have been canceled. At the Department of Homeland Security, entire archived reports documenting the rise of right-wing domestic terrorism were scrubbed from public access. At the Bureau of Labor Statistics, essential civil rights data, including metrics tracking hate crimes against minority communities and trans individuals in prisons, has simply ceased to be collected. This is a pattern. If a piece of data contradicts the administration's political narrative, whether it's the reality of climate change, the existence of domestic extremism, or the struggle of working class hunger, the solution isn't to fix the policy. The solution for them is just to delete the data. But there is an extraordinary resistance movement fighting back. As reported by The Guardian, a grassroots network of more than 800 volunteer programmers, university librarians, and data scientists have banded together to form the Data Rescue Project. Knowing that federal web pages are going dark left and right, these digital historians are waking up in the middle of the night, racing against the clock to pull down an entire federal databases, cloning climate data, public health metrics, and labor statistics onto private servers before the government can hit delete. They are spending up to 40 hours a week of their own free time, completely unpaid, archiving our country's digital footprint because they understand a fundamental truth. Public data belongs to the public. It is paid for by your tax dollars, and it is the baseline of our shared reality. When a government wages war on information, it isn't just about clearing server space. It's about power, because an uninformed public cannot protest. An uninformed public cannot hold its leaders accountable. Without data, there is no accountability. The data rescuers are doing their part to save the receipts, but we have to do ours by spreading the word. If you believe that public has a right to independent, unredacted facts, make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts below, and subscribe to this channel. We will not stop tracking what they are trying to hide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.